it's Terry in the library. We are going to be talking about virtual art. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do a thing. We have an art project for you. We found it incredibly fun. We made these little origami Angry Birds. Origami Angry Birds. Yep. So they will either sit up like this on a flat surface. Yours does not have to be a book. Yep, they will sit on a flat surface. We gave you, or we will be giving you, enough origami papers to make like 6, I think. If you do not want to engage in this STEM challenge that we will have for you, you can make them into little bookmarks. They will fit right over the corner of your book, should you opt not to fold in the ends. And that will make a lot more sense here in a few minutes. So I hope you have picked up your bags at the library, or will be picking up your bags, or if you already have origami paper, or origami paper is basically squares of paper. So if you have paper that you can cut into a square, boom, you have origami paper. Yep. Other things you might want to do, you might want to decorate these little birdies up a little bit more. We put eyes on them. You can do more than eyes. Of course, you can color or tape pieces of paper over their little eyebrows, and you can turn their beaks orange or yellow, you know, like birds do. Yeah. So one quick note, just so that nobody freaks out. I don't want anybody freaking out. So I thought I had recorded this intro the other day when we did the video about how to make these and our little STEM challenge shenanigans that we did. However, when I went to create the video, I apparently had not. So I'm redoing the intro. So it's going to look here in a moment like I swapped clothing. I did not. It's just a different day. I try really hard not to do that because I don't want to confuse people. And so I'm giving you a heads up because otherwise you might go, what? That's a continuity error. And if you've ever read some stuff with a continuity error, you know, it can be a little bit, you know, unsettling. So anyway, I'm glad you're here with us. Let's get into it. Let's have some fun and create some art and do some stuff. Yeah.
All right, let's make some Angry Birds. We're going to start with a square and fold it into a triangle. These first couple of steps are very basic origami. It's important sometimes to crease those seams. That way you get a nice crisp fold. Unfold it, then fold it back in the other triangle. So you should be left with a triangle with a line up the middle of it. And we're going to fold the corners in so that we end up with another square, but this time we have the 2 little flappies. Crease those seams good. Then we're folding the corner down. We're going to do that on both sides. So now we have a square with the 2 flaps folded down. And we're going to fold our corners out. This is going to make our Angry Bird eyebrows. So they're folded about halfway. If you change this up, it'll change the way it looks a little bit, so feel free to experiment and play with this. These are the eyebrows. We're going to bring the top flap of the bottom section up about 3/4 of the way, and then fold that bottom flappy piece the rest of the way, and then our beak comes down over so that it hangs down a bit. Flip your Angry Bird over, fold up the back corner, Remember to crease those seams. Then we are going to tuck in the corners. This is what makes him stand up. And you just sort of fold it in a little bit and then crease your corners. This is the step you can skip if you are making your Angry Birds into bookmarks. Just fold it over, fold it in, color on your eyes. This is the point where you can add all sorts of embellishments. If you want to color the eyebrows, put other colors of paper over the eyebrows to make them really stand out, color in the beak, give him hair, and here you have your Angry Bird.
Okay, y'all, so we had a ton of fun doing this. I just realized that for y'all, my catapults were backwards. So let's turn them around so you can see a little bit differently. Look, so we have our little Angry Birds that we made. And so then what we were trying to do is knock over the Angry Birds, because, you know, yeah. So we did a collection of catapults and a slingshot made out of paper, which this ultimately we decided was the best option. So we had this catapult. Boing. Ready? Anyway, we were shooting marshmallows, and they were problematic. But we tried a few different things with the catapults, and we found out that they didn't really work very well because you couldn't really aim them. And the Angry Birds are kind of small, and the marshmallows are kind of small. So when you're shooting small ammo at a small target, you want a little bit more precision, I think. So here's what we're sort of challenging you to do. Are you ready? Make some Angry Birds. And then find a way to knock them over. Notice I said knock them over, not like obliterate them. So like, we found little pieces of paper work well. And I am going to show you how to make the little slingshot, the catapults. We're going to say that you're on your own for those if you want to make catapults, because one, we don't think they work really well, and two, I don't know how you're going to design yours if you wanted to do a catapult. I will give you a rubber band for the slingshot, and a piece of paper, and the paper for the Angry Birds, and we just showed you how to make those. So yeah, let's have some fun. I can't wait to see what you do. All right, let's make a slingshot. We are starting with a plain piece of paper, one rubber band, and a pair of scissors only partially related. I am going to take and fold up a small section of the paper, and then I'm going to cut this section off. This step isn't actually required for making the slingshot. I am making ammunition with this piece. Ammunition, set that aside. Let's fold it in half this way. Okay. Then we are going to take and just fold it over. All the way, well, not all the way yet. We're going to go all the way to the end eventually, but when we get about halfway, we're going to take our rubber band, stick it in there. Then make sure you're holding the rubber band out. We're going to finish rolling and folding our piece of paper. Then, just because I kind of like things nice and neat, bring this side in and then tuck that up. I'm going to fold this, and it's a little tricky because we've really strengthened our paper by folding it in half. Then we're going to separate out our sections, and now we have a slingshot. So then what we do is we can take this piece of paper, and we found that actually smaller, thinner pieces of ammo seemed to work better for us. You are welcome to experiment. I would love to find out what you did in your scientific study of knocking over Angry Birds. And then fold that in half. Use it to grasp your string and pow! Angry Bird slingshot. Remember, use good safety when you have things like a slingshot and a rubber band. I'm counting on you. Make good choices. Have fun. Knock over some Angry Birds. And let me know how it went.